My name is Savannah from SavannahLouie.com, and I'm here on the Pure Design Magazine channel. Today we are going to be talking about mean girls. Now, mean girls and bullies are two very different things. If you're in a situation at school where you're being bullied or harassed in any way, then you definitely want to talk to a parent or guardian or a teacher about that, because that's definitely something that you should not be dealing with. But for this video, I'm going to stick with the topic of just rude and mean people, specifically girls in general. So the first thing that we should probably ask ourselves is what makes girls mean in the first place. I think that it's really important to try and understand the mean girl that you're dealing with. If you really look close at the situation and you try and see like the underlying issue of why someone is treating you unfairly, you'll often find that it has nothing to do with you at all. We all know that hurting people hurt people. So if someone is being mean to you, just think about all of the pain and the hurt that they themselves are probably feeling inside of their heart to make them act that way in the first place. Confrontation is great. I didn't say it was fun, but it's great. It really benefits you more than the person that's hurting you. When you're confronting someone on something, and you're asking them, hey, why are you treating me this way? You always want to apologize first. And I mean like a sincere apology, not a,
now I don't know if I did something to make you upset, but if I did, I'm sorry.
Not talking about that. And if you know that you've done something wrong, then apologize, because I think that that can really set you free from this situation. At the end of the day, if someone is being mean to you on purpose, or maybe they don't even realize they are, and that could be a whole variety of things. Maybe you just really want someone to like pay attention to you or recognize you, but whatever it is that's bothering you, you have to know that it's not affecting the other person. The only person it's affecting is you. You're allowing their opinion or their words or their lack of being your friend steal your joy. I mean, do you really think the girl that you're mad at is at home right now worrying about the situation or thinking about you in any way? Yeah, probably not. It's probably not bothering her at all. She probably doesn't even know that she's done something that's hurt you, or if she does know, then she probably doesn't care. So apologizing to them and forgiving them is the #1 thing that you should be worrying about, for your sake, for moving on with life, and for being happy. And forgiveness is definitely not something that you can choose to do if you want or not. It's something that you have to do. It's our duty as Christians to forgive as we've been forgiven. You also need to know that our battle is not simply against flesh and blood. It's not a battle between you and the person that's hurting you. It's a battle between you and Satan. But he just makes it look like it's really between you and some other person. So knowing that, let God fight your battles. You may never get to see the day that this person comes to you and apologizes. In fact, it's probably very likely that you never will get an apology from them. That's why it's so important that you yourself do the right thing and you give it to God and forgive them. The Bible says that the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. That's a wonderful promise to take hold of. Just trust God. He's the only one that can really bring justice. So keep a good heart. We as Christians are a slave to love, essentially. Just like we don't really get to choose whether or not we're gonna forgive somebody, we also don't get to just choose whether or not we're gonna love somebody. We're called to forgive and love everyone. Think for a second about that person at school or at work that nobody likes and everyone talks bad about them. You know, that should ultimately be who your focus is. I wonder how many times in the Bible it says Jesus had compassion on them. It's definitely a lot, because I know I've read that a lot. Jesus had compassion on people that were in lower social classes than him, people that were sick, broken, and dirty. He had compassion on them. What a powerful example of how we're supposed to live. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is to keep your focus more on the eternal and less on the physical world. This world's gonna pass away. What you look like, how much stuff you have isn't gonna matter. But what will matter is how you lived your life and the people that you've changed and the impact that you've left in the world. So whenever you're in a situation where someone's being mean to you, just think that what if this is one of the few times that this person is ever going to be around someone who says that they love God? If they know that you're a Christian and all you did was treat them with love and you never responded in a hateful way, even though they were cruel to you, what are they gonna think of you? And someday, you know, that might click for them. They may, you know, if they're treating you bad, they probably treat a lot of people bad, and maybe someday they'll make the connection that you were the one that they treated bad that didn't react, and you were also the one that said you were a Christian. And they might see the freedom that you have, and maybe this happens 10 years from now, who knows, that they might want what you have. When we choose to be kind to someone, we're planting seeds, and we may never get to see those seeds grow into anything. We may never have justice in that situation, and and they may continue to be mean to us. And God can use the way that you've treated them kindly to be a light and an influence in their life. When your perspective is eternal and your eyes are on Jesus, everything else just matters so much less. And you start to not really think or care about what other people say about you or what people think of you. That is living in freedom, and I hope that that's what you'll choose to do the next time that you're in this situation. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Be sure to head on over to Pure Design's website and get yourself a copy of our new fall issue. And if you're interested in more content on sisterhood and friendships, then you're still able to pick up our spring issue of the magazine, which is on sisterhood. We still have a few copies left, so make sure to get your hands on that. Alright, well that's all from me. I hope that you guys have an excellent day. Bye!